You're going to choose any yarn of your choice. A crochet hook, I used the 3.5mm hook. A pair of scissors and a yarn needle. So you're going to start off by making a slip knot, and then we are going to chain 4. After chaining 4, we are going to slip stitch in the first chain. We're going to chain 3, and these 3 will act as our first double crochet, and then we shall make 7 more double crochets, which will give us 8 double crochets in total. When you're done with your 8 double crochets, we are going to slip stitch on the top of the first chain 3 to complete our round. Then you'll chain 1, cut off the yarn. We are now going to start working on our petals. You're going to attach your second color and chain 3. Now in the same stitch, we are going to make 3 more incomplete double crochets. When you're done with the third incomplete double crochet, you will have 4 loops on the hook. You will pull through all of them, and that will be our first petal. To go to the next petal, you chain 2, and we shall make 4 incomplete double crochets in the next stitch. We are going to repeat this until we come to the end of our row. At the end of this row, you should be having 8 petals. So after our final petal, you will chain 2 and slip stitch on top of our first petal. Chain 1 and cut the yarn. We are now going to attach our other color on the chain 2 spot where we had chained 2. That's why you're going to attach our next color. Then you're going to chain 3 and make 2 more double crochets in the same chain space. We shall move to the next chain 2 space and input 3 double crochets. We are now going to work a corner, so we shall chain 2 and work 3 more double crochets in the same space. We shall work 3 double crochets in the next space. And then the next space, we are going to put another corner, so we shall work 3 double crochets in that space. Chain 2 and add 3 more double crochets in the same space. We shall now work on our last corner. Make 3 double crochets, chain 2 and make 3 more double crochets in the same stitch. And then we are going to slip stitch on top of the chain 3 we did at the beginning. Chain 1 and cut off our yarn. Yeah, so basically that's how we make our granny square. And now all that is left is to hide this excess yarn to make our granny square neat. To make the half granny square, we are going to begin by making a slip knot and chaining 4. We shall slip stitch in the first stitch and we shall chain 3. So we are now going to make 4 more double crochets, making it a total of 5 double crochets. We'll chain 1 and cut our yarn. We are going to now attach our next color for the petals. And we shall chain 4. We are now going to make 3 more incomplete double crochets in the same space. We are now going to work on our last petal. For the half granny square, you should have 4 petals. After working on our final petal, we are going to chain 4 and slip stitch in the very same stitch. And we chain 1 and cut off our yarn. We are now going to attach our final color. And we shall chain 3. We are going to add 2 more double crochets in the same chain space. And then you shall go in the next 2 chain space and make 3 double crochets. We're going to move to our next space and make 3 more double crochets, and this is going to be our corner space, so we shall chain 2 and add 3 more double crochets in the same space. We shall put our final cluster of double crochets on the chain 4 space. Now all you have to do is hide these tails into our work to make our granny squares neat. For the full granny squares, you make 10, and then you'll make 5 half granny squares. After assembling our granny squares, we're now going to join them together. For this I'm going to use an yarn needle, but you can use any method that seems favorable to you. Some people prefer using crochet hooks, but I find a yarn needle easier to use. This is how it should look like after all your pieces have been sewn together. And now what's left is we're going to work on a boundary to make our work neater. I'm now going to attach my boundary color on the corner of my project. We are going to attach our yarn and then shall chain 37. Or you can chain as long as you want your chain to be. So this is the chain that we are going to tie around our heads once our project is done. We are now going to make half double crochets from the 3rd chain from the hook, and we are going to do this all the way down to the start chain. Attach with a single crochet and then make single crochets down the row. So when we get to the other side, we are now going to chain 37 as we did in the beginning. We shall repeat what we did on the other side by working half double crochets on the 3rd chain from the hook downwards. After we attach our yarn with a single crochet, we are now going to make 6 double crochets in that same stitch. And in the next chain space, you're going to make a single crochet. In the next chain space, make 6 double crochets and continue with the pattern downwards, where you make 6 double crochets and 1 single crochet in the next stitch, 6 double crochets and 1 single crochet in the next stitch. At the end of the row, you're going to make your last cluster of 6 double crochets. And then we shall slip stitch to join, chain 1 and fasten off and cut our yarn. Yeah, and we are all done. This is how your bandana came out. And now that you're left to do is just sew in your loose ends to make your work neat. That's all I have for you today, besties. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel if you're new to my channel, and keep liking and referring my videos to others. Thank you.